Et je respecte toujours mes promesses.
Welcome back everyone. Today I will recap episode 1 of the 2019 French horror streaming television series named Marianne. Before we start, it is a request to please like and comment on the video as it will help us to grow our reach. Episode 1 begins with Caroline at her house, who notices that her mother is talking very rudely to someone. She goes to the kitchen and finds that her mother is alone, and when she turns around, she has blood on her mouth and calls her Catherine. She says everything is okay, and then breaks one of her teeth with a knife, seeing which Caroline gets shocked, and her mother picks up her tooth and says it's for Emma. We then see Emma Larsemann, a famous horror writer, at a press conference launching the final chapter of her book Lizzie Lark and the Intimate Darkness, about a witch named Marianne. Here we come to know that she has left the story open-ended, due to which many people are not happy. She says Lizzie and Marianne have had 10 years of her life, so it's time to write something else. After the conference, while she was signing the books, a lady comes there and tells her that it's for her mother, and Emma gets surprised to see that it's Caroline. Here we learn that they are meeting after 15 years, and her mother told her to come as she read all her books 10 times. Emma says she is a big fan, to which Caroline says she is sick because of her and she hurt her father. Emma says she doesn't know what she is talking about, to which Caroline says her mother says she is Marianne. Emma says Marianne doesn't exist, to which Caroline says her mother wants her to go see her in Eldon and she sent her here to tell her that. Emma tries to explain to her that it's fiction and she does this for money, to which Caroline says she doesn't make it up, but dreams it. Emma asks her to leave, but Caroline takes out a witch charm from her bag sent to her by her mom and asks her to open it. Emma opens it and finds that it's made of human skin and has Mrs. Dodgeron's teeth and hair in it. Caroline tells her that at night, her mother watches her sleeping. She opens her door and watches her for hours by staying behind it. She closed her eyes only for once and finds her above her when she opened them again, and she did this to her. Only then security comes there and takes her from there, and while leaving, she tells Emma to go back or she will continue what she started. Later that evening, Emma's assistant Camille asks her about her nightmares, to which she tells her that she used to have recurring nightmares about Marianne when she was a kid. It stopped when she started to write, and then she invented her character Lizzie Lark, and she became rich. Now when she returns home, she finds a note from her boyfriend Pierre saying she stood him up and she is probably drunk, so don't wake him. Later that night, she wakes up hearing some noise, and then she hears someone calling her name and laughing. The door of her room then opens, and she sees the witch's shadow outside moving towards the room, due to which she gets scared and tries to wake up Pierre. The witch then disappears, but only then she sees the witch crawling beside her bed, and she tells her to give her her foot. Emma then finds that Pierre is gone, and as she sees the witch's hand, she wakes up from sleep, and Pierre asks her if she had a nightmare. Emma says yes, and that it had been a long time, to which he says she deserves this. She then lays back and asks him to turn around, but gets scared as he asks her if she is sure. Now as he begins turning, Emma turns around terrified, and we see that Pierre has been possessed. Emma says she has to wake up, to which he says she will wake up when he decides, and as he turns her face, she gets terrified seeing Mrs. Dodgeron above her, who smiles at her and tells her to come back and see her. Emma wakes up the next morning and finds that Pierre is not on the bed. She goes out and finds that he left her, fed up with her drinking and behavior. Later, Camille tells her that the girl from yesterday is here, and only then Caroline calls her from above. She puts the noose around her neck, which stuns Emma and everyone present there. She then tells her that her mother wants her to continue writing or she would take her parents after she takes her. Emma tells her to come down and she will talk to her mother, but Caroline throws down her necklace and tells her to bring this back to her mother, and then she jumps there and hangs herself in public. Later that evening, Emma switches on her old phone and hesitatingly calls her mom, but it reaches her voicemail. Now the next week, we see Emma and Camille off to Eldon, and her mom's number is still not reachable. Camille asks her to call the neighbors, to which she says she tried everyone all weekend. The neighbors went to check, but the house is empty. She asks her when she met them last time, to which Emma says 2 years ago at Christmas. Camille then asks her what's Marianne like in her books, to which she says she is a witch, the wife of a demon, and she looks like her in herself. Deprived of a body, she wanders. She enters your soul, warps your body, takes you over, and possesses you. The only thing Marianne cannot do is lie about her name. She can avoid the question and change the subject, but she cannot lie about her name. Camille asks her how does Lizzie get rid of Marianne, to which she says she dies. They then reach Eldon, and Emma goes to see the lighthouse from a distance. Now while she is returning, she is confronted by Father Xavier. He tells her that the necklace is not hers because he gave it to Caroline to protect her, and he is not surprised to see her here because whenever something horrible happens here, she is around. Emma says she will be gone in 2 hours, to which Father Xavier says do as she did 15 years ago and don't come back. Emma and Camille then stop at Madame Dodgerin's, and they find that the condition of her house is very bad. Dodgerin opens the door and tells Emma that she is so happy to see her here. Camille says they are here to offer their condolences, but she doesn't seem sad and asks her to come in. Inside, Emma finds all the books written by her, and she gives Dodgerin Caroline's necklace. Dodgerin asks her why, to which Emma says Caroline asked her to. She takes it and thanks her, saying it's very kind of her to fulfill the last wishes of the dead, but while going inside, she throws it there. After a while, Dodgerin comes out with tea and says Catherine admired her a great deal. She then smashes the tray on the table, causing the tea to spill, and she says she must admit she liked reading her books. Emma asks her if she wants her to sign a copy, to which she says that would be so nice. Emma asks her who she signed it to which she says to Marianne. Emma gets terrified to hear this, and Dodgerin says she can't wait to find out what happens next. Emma says she is done with Lizzie Larac and she is going to write something else, to which she asks her if she is able to. She says her nightmares are back and she has known her for so long. As a child, she would squeal and scream blue murder when she came here to play with Catherine. Emma says they have to go now, but she tells them to stay seated as she has prepared a feast for them. They both then notice that she is peeing, and Camille asks her if she is okay. Dodgerin says she had an accident and now she is soiled. Camille gets up to help her wash up, but Dodgerin holds her hand and put it on her thigh and tells her that she is filthy. They both get shocked to see this, and Dodgerin says she hopes she is going to stay in Eldon for a while. She could write more about Marianne, as the more people read about her, the better she feel. They both then run out of the house and get in her car, and they see Dodgerin coming towards them, telling her to go see her parents. Now as they leave, she tells her to keep writing or she will visit the others as well. Emma then visits her parents' house and finds a similar witch charm at the door, which she takes out and throws away. She finds that the door is open, so she enters the house and finds that her parents are getting intimate. She gets shocked and runs out of the house, and her parents come after her to stop her. Now during dinner, Emma tells them that she has stopped writing horror, and she saw the priest and he was quite unpleasant. Mr. Larseman asks her what she expects after what she did, to which she says she thought forgiveness was an important part of his job. Mrs. Larseman says everybody makes mistakes, but what matters is now they are all here, and she would like to have a nice, harmless conversation like anybody would. Later that night, Camille was not able to sleep as she was getting disturbed by the old lighthouse. She comes downstairs to use the toilet, where she gets scared hearing some sounds from outside as if someone is walking outside. It then gets quiet, and suddenly someone tries to open the toilet's door, but as she says someone's here, it stops. After a while, she comes out and gets terrified hearing some noise from downstairs, and only then she sees Mrs. Larseman walking naked in the house. Now before she could understand anything, she comes back and begins vomiting. Only then Mr. Larseman attacks her, due to which she falls down, and she sees Mrs. Larseman also looking at her. He tells her to look at him and says this is not us, and then they both leave there. After a while, the house alarm goes off and Emma comes running to her. She asks her what happened, but Camille was so scared that she couldn't tell her much. Emma goes down and finds that the back door of the house is open, and when she comes out, she finds her parents looking at her, and then they walk into the woods naked with bloody symbols all over their bodies. Emma runs after them but could not find them, and only then Mr. Larseman haunts her and tells her to write, causing her to fall and faint, and the episode ends here. Please like and subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon never to miss new video updates. Thanks for watching.